Right, I went beep. Okay. I want to talk about my father. He's on my blog a lot, strongly represented, and he's, of course, in the book. There's a story or two in here where he's featured prominently. Uh, I loved my father, and I wish I'd known him better. He was so much like me, and I'm so much like him, that we could have been each other almost, except of course that I'm taller than he was, and I'm older than he got to be. But he was an English major like me, taught high school English like me, taught some college classes like me, at UCLA in his case. Couldn't live on what they paid him, so he dropped out to get a full-time job delivering mail, a mailman to the end. He had interests, he had hobbies, he wrote poetry, he wrote songs. The kind of songs that were popular in his day, back then, in the 20s and 30s of the last century. You know, songs with melody and words that rhymed and had meaning and told stories, that sort of thing. I heard him sing some of them, and I even remember parts. He used to sing them when he was delivering mail on his route, and an article in the newspaper hailed him as the singing mailman. Well, toward the end of his life, he never had much money, but he scraped it together because he had written poems and songs. He wanted to make a record so he could put it out to the world and rake in the money. So he hired a promoter, a director, someone who had a studio, and hired musicians and singers, and made a demo for approval. And my father listened to it and said, "Not quite." And they said, "More money." Well, he didn't have a lot of money, and he was running out of money and out of time and out of life. So he never did the record. It was a dream of his, an unfulfilled vision. Now, I heard some of the songs. He would sing some of them to us, and I found some of his notes, little scribbled things and little things where he tried to write out the notes. And I think I could find some of them. And I remember a few. One, I'm not sure if he wrote it. So if he did, if I can find that out, then I'll sing it to you. And another one, even though I'm still a little nasally congested, I think I will try to share one as a kind of an honor in his memory, his unfulfilled dream, which can have some presence in the world. And if I remembered, forgive my trying to do it, it goes something like this. Without you a house on the hilltop, or perched on the cliffs by the sea, would be lonely as a lighthouse, and I wouldn't trade the White House for the home that your heart gives to me. I feel right at home in your heart, but here is the most precious part. I know when things go wrong, my heart still sings a song that tells me I belong in your heart. Ba-dum-bum. Maybe something else next time. And I will see you later.